Still get this position in. Multitasking.
Dude, that lens is intimidating. That's fucking huge.
Oh, that's actually sick.
Yo, so like when you shoot music videos and stuff, you on this?
Yeah,
Same camera?
for the most part, yeah.
Same lens?
I'll switch lenses to get different perspectives.
Sure, I get that, man.
I'll show you a music video I'm working on still.
Yeah, man, that'd be dope.
I got some unreleased shit that I'll show you.
Yo, my boy and we were like spitting, right? Like just like randomly freestyling.
Freestyling.
And like yo, like he had Logic open. I was just tossing some like little piano melodies and stuff on. And like yo, I was telling him about you, and he's like, yeah. So like if we ever have like an official record coming up, can you boy hook us up? I'm like yo, I'll ask him. I'll see. He seems like a pretty busy guy.
You were rapping on it?
Yeah, I was just fucking around, you know, like
Bro,
like when
bro.
when guys fuck around.
You come
know?
out with it, bro. If you like, no, I'm telling you right now, if you made like an official song with your bro,
Yeah.
and like the shit goes,
Yeah.
I'd make you a music video.
Yeah, yo, that's the thing, bro. Cause like I was looking at your Insta, I was showing you around too, bro. I was passing you around. I'm like, yo, this man makes like straight up Travis Scott trippy ass fucking psychedelic videos.
Respect.
You know, like it's actually dope, man.
Respect.
And like, yo, I always look up to these kinds of people. You know, like I'm sure you've heard of Brother, the
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that's like the one guy who comes in my head. Like
They're
yo,
sick,
I always
bro.
look up to them. I'm like, yo, these guys like, they're like up there, you know. But like, it's really humbling to see a person who I personally know
Yeah.
who can make like something just like as great as that, something which awes me, you know.
Respect.
Yeah, it's nice, bro.
Respect. Yeah, man. I definitely I really invested
Yeah.
into like my music video craft.
Right.
You know, I totally just like indulged myself into like just making music videos and just
Sure,
like,
bro.
spending bare time in front of the computer, just like
You're sad.
just
Yeah.
creating. You know, I didn't even look at like other shit. You know, I when I first started out, you know, I learned what I needed to learn. I learned what I had to do in the program in
Sure.
order to get the basics.
Yeah.
And then, bro, from there it was just like shooting and doing whatever the fuck I wanted to
Sure,
do.
man. Yeah.
You know? And
Yeah,
like,
like-
and that, bro, that's beautiful, you know? It's just like not looking elsewhere for that kind of, it's important to grab, you know, insights in other places, but I think there's something to be said if you just like really just create what you want to create,
Right.
you know?
No, I know what you mean, man. Cause like, yo, like that sort of reminded me. Like I was studying for my course a few days ago in neuroscience, like which I completely bombed.
Which,
but
like 255.
255,
Okay.
and they were talking about like 3 stages of learning. You know, there's like the cognitive
Yeah.
cognitive
Yeah.
learning stage, but then
Yeah.
at the very end there's the autonomous stage where you've learned the skills, and yo, you're using those skills sort of like autonomously. You're not really
Yeah.
thinking about it, but that's where the real creativity comes out of. You know.
Yeah.
And like yo, when you sort of like immerse yourself into what you're doing,
Yeah.
you know, like that the identity of yourself is sort of dissolves, and like you become the piece of work at that point. Like it's just you and the work, and it's
Definitely,
nothing
it's,
else.
It's like that's when your work is like different from anything else.
That's right,
you
yo.
know? It's
Yeah.
not comparable.
Right.
You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
it's yours.
Right, and that's where like true creativity comes from, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, like personally, a person like myself, I've committed this mistake a bunch of times where like, you know, like let's say I'm making a beat, for example. I'm still sort of in the amateur phase, I guess you could say, but I look a lot towards YouTube, towards how to make a beat or
Yeah.
something, or like
Yeah.
I'll listen to songs and see how a person makes a song, and like as much I understand that something like that is important in like developing your skill, but there comes a point where like yo, you can't keep looking at other references because like it's actually gonna hinder your creativity.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like yo, when you want something beautiful, when you want yourself to be expressed, you can't look at another source to express yourself.
Yeah.
So
That's sick,
I get that,
yeah.
man.
That's
Yes,
sick.
it's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
And like, you know when like you know like Kanye or like Drake says know yourself. Like okay, Drake says know yourself. Kanye says like I don't know something like I am God or some shit. You know.
Yeah.
Like yo, I mean, God at the end of the day is a creator, right? Like
Yeah.
he's created something here where it's like something from nothing.
Yeah.
Us humans, like when people say God is in us, like this is just what I've taken from it. each person has the ability to create something from nothing.
Yeah.
And like, you know, our past, our present, all that stuff, it influences whatever we make, and that's why it's so unique.
Yeah.
But yo, each person has the ability to like sort of play God and like express themselves through whichever medium they find them to be the most comfortable.
I love that, bro.
Yeah.
I love that. You tend to kind of gravitate towards that energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. I want
Right.
to build something, bro.
Sure, man. Yeah.
Like I want to build something from nothing.
Right.
From nothing and have it be my own. I'm trying to build my own tower, bro.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That classic quote. There's two ways to have the biggest building in town. You can tear other buildings down.
Oh, jeez.
Or you can build your own, bro.
I like that analogy,
Yeah,
bro. I never fucking thought of that. Yeah.
Yeah. So like that's always like what I've kind of been on. It's just like I've just been trying to build my own thing, you know.
Sure. Yeah, I get
Like
that.
that's just like, you know, it gives me so much just like insights and just like lessons and just like experiences that like I wouldn't have been able to have if I
Right.
didn't, you know, go down this route, this
Right.
lane, you know.
Right.
It's going right when everyone else is going straight.
Sure, man. I get that, yo.
You know?
I get that, yo. And that's that quote you said, like it kind of hit me, you know.
Dope.
Tearing other. So like what I've been reading a lot. I've been reading a lot of there's this dude's name. His name's like Vivekanand. He's like an old philosopher out of India, and like he sort of compares a lot how people act out of fear and how people act out of love.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have a hard time distinguishing what's the difference between one another. But like, yo, what you said, you know, like there's two ways to get the tallest tower.
Yeah.
One, yeah, you could say is acting out of fear, you know,
For
like
sure.
you want to be up there, you want to be number one. Like you could say these people on Wall Street, you know, they're sort of acting out of fear, you know, like,
Yeah.
I mean, greed, rage, lust, all that stuff, it all sort of falls under it. It's these people who are reckless, you know, at the end of the day, they don't have any fucking, they don't care about any repercussions that come towards other people. They end up, they'll do anything. They're kind of just like a bull running straight. They don't care about what happens.
Yeah.
But then there's those people who choose to do it out of love, you know, like love for the game, love for what they do.
Yeah, love for the process.
Love for the process,
Yeah.
you know, just being immersed in it, you know, like
Yeah.
the journey at the end of the day is what's beautiful. It's not the end product.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people chase the product, but like what they're missing out on is the journey.
Yeah.
And like I feel like that's really what's key into really expressing your creativity.
The journey.
But for sure, man, it's
The
like
journey.
it's an infinite process, you know, like you're always getting better at doing what you do.
There's no right answers too, you know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just-
100%,
And
man.
and one of the things that really trips me up sometimes, and I know trips other people up, is just the decisions we have to make. You know, it's decisions, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you can do one thing and there's a perceived outcome going down that way, and then there's another decision that you're debating with, you know, and you'll never know the alternative of what you choose, you know.
Sure, yeah.
It's like you just gotta choose and just find out, you know.
Yeah, I get
You'll never know the alternative.
Sure, yo, I get that, man, and yeah, that's interesting. It sort of brings me onto like the topic of regrets, you know, where a lot of people say, yo, I regret doing this or I regret doing that. I wish I made this decision instead of that decision, because like I'd be X, Y, Z or whatever, you know, like it just goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
But yo, like
Regret sucks, bro.
it sucks, yo, and like yo,
That
don't
fucking
get me
sucks,
wrong.
bro.
At the end of the day, man, like you are who you are because of the decisions you've made, you know.
Yeah.
If you made another decision, who knows, yo, like you think you might have been somewhere, but yo, like everything which you've built up to, all the values you have been influenced by the decisions you've made. And like, yo, in hindsight, man, like every decision you've made is the right decision, you know. You could say it's the wrong decision too. There's, like you said, there's no right or wrong, but it's the sentiment you attach to it at the end of the day which you really like, which makes you feel the way that you feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like, yo,
It's all about your perspective on it. How you
Yeah.
how you take it.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly,
how you,
man.
how you perceive it in your own mind.
Right. And like, yo, at the end of the day, man, it's just being grateful for like who you are at the end of the day, how you've gotten there.
Yeah.
It's
Do you
just
have,
how it
do
is.
you have gratitude practices?
Now, what's that, yo?
Just gratitude practices. So just waking up, saying like 2 things you're grateful for, or just like whenever during the day. You know, it's like it is one of like the ways just people find happiness. It changes your chemistry, like your biology.
Sure, yo, I can
You know
totally
what I
see
mean?
that, man.
Just like thinking about what you're actually grateful for,
Sure.
instead of worrying about all the things that like are going wrong.
Yo,
And like honestly, bro, like I'm saying that right now, but like I suck at doing that.
no,
Yeah.
I know what you mean. So like I haven't necessarily, I don't want to say I'm actively doing it, but
Yeah.
a lot of what I've been reading between like the person I talked about, Vivekanand, he tells you to like, yo, every moment is precious. You know, where you've gone
Yeah.
till now, it's a gift that you're experiencing what you're experiencing, and yo, like I personally, like I try my best for it. For example, like yo, I was having a tough time for the past week, maybe 2 weeks, finding a sublet, and I was stressing hard because I'm paying 700 a month for like a shitty ass place which no one wanted to take.
Really.
And I was stressing hard because like I got another 8 months left on my lease. So what is that, like about almost 6K I'm losing out of my own account if I don't find a sublet.
Yeah.
So man, like it's really easy to stress over it, to like, be upset that I don't have this right now. I don't have this.
Yeah.
But I ended up getting a sublet just today. He signed with me. He gave me like the first month deposit, and man, the fucking feeling that came through me, like the relief.
Yeah.
It's weird because like I had that feeling of relief, but I wasn't conscious of it, like I wasn't paying my dues, that yo, like thank you for me having like this sort of relief. Like I was stressing for the past 2 weeks, but like I wasn't really conscious of the fact that feeling is now gone. So yeah, man, like I think that's definitely something I want to work towards too.
Yeah.
I feel like it just
I like that,
it
bro.
calms you down a little bit,
That's movement, bro. You're on something.
yeah.
Like straight up, bro. Just like this, like fucking. Ever since you walked in my apartment today, you know what I mean, you've been on something. Even when I met you, bro. That's like that's how we connected right away. It was just like, bro, like it's just the energy's different.
Sure, man. Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I feel like each person sort of gives off their own vibe,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually something like, cause like I knew we were talking about a podcast today, so I'm like, yo, like, what the fuck should I say? Like I've never been on a podcast. What should I talk about? And, like vibes was something that came up today.
Yeah.
And like I never really understood when people say, yo, I'm vibing with you. I say it myself, like, yo, like I fuck with that. I vibe with that. Like what does that mean?
Yeah.
But like it's interesting. It's like each person sort of like radiates this sort of energy, and like I can't describe it, but I feel it. Like when I'm bonding with someone, when I'm having a conversation with someone,
Yeah.
like I feel something, but like I don't know what it is.
That's
There's something
crazy,
metaphysical
bro.
about it,
That's
yo.
just so crazy.
Yeah. Like I really hope modern science can one day catch up and explain it in like English terms, like
Right.
what a person's feeling.
Right.
But yeah, man, it's cool. Like like the past values of a person, whatever they've been through, it all influences the person's vibes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. This podcast is already off to a good start, yo. It's the Alx Official Podcast. I got my bro here, you know what I mean? I got
already
my
know,
bro
man.
here. Thank you for coming.
With
through.
love 00001. I think it's 4 or 5 zeros, but hit me up on Insta.
Yeah,
Yo, you already
It'll
know.
be in the description, bro.
Yeah,
It'll
yeah.
be in the description.
Bless it.
You know, you definitely check out, bro. We know each other from school, on some like quick connection, but it was just like instant,
Yeah, man.
It's
Both of
just
us
like-
out here with the daily grind,
Yeah.
We out here.
Yeah, man. So, I don't know, bro. That was already like an incredible conversation that, provides some neat insights,
Yeah, man.
I'm about taking this like wherever too, I'm about taking this conversation
Sure, yeah,
wherever,
yeah.
bro. So,
But yo, you were saying you're from Muskoka, right?
yeah.
I got another one of my boys. He's from Muskoka, and like he always.
Where in Muskoka is he from?
Yo, I don't know exactly. I mean, he invited me a few times. He owns a resort in Muskoka. He always invites me. He's like, yo, like, you should reach it. I got like jet skis and shit. Like we'll fucking like do yoga on like paddle boards.
It's like that.
I never had a chance to go, but yo, he always talks about like how like the like nature in Muskoka gets to you,
Yeah.
like it kind of speaks to you, and like this man is huge into the whole fucking like naturopathy vibes now. like, have you ever felt that yourself? Like, where, like, you being immersed so much into, like, nature and stuff, have you felt that sort of influence, like, your decisions and shit, you know?
That's a great question. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That
I
just
think-
proved what I was thinking. You know?
Yeah, I think there's an aspect to it that like I grew up there, so like there might be like a bit of like a habituated like effect for me. You
Yeah.
know, I'm just kind of used to it.
Yeah.
You know, so there's that plays in, but bro, when I was like taking photos super heavy this one summer and like just exploring Muskoka, it actually like it actually like made me go out and just like drive like different places, like go down different roads, you know what I mean? Just see different lakes, see different rocks.
Sure, yeah, man.
Be around different trees, you know. Be on different lookouts and stuff, and yeah, man, just something about it is like if you can be in like a completely like, I think it's just like an isolation, you know. You feel isolated. You feel kind of just like protected, but also just like distant from like all the bullshit. And
Sure,
like,
man,
all,
I get
like,
that.
The,
I get that.
The world, you know.
Yeah.
You know, all the noise.
Yeah.
You know, it's just quiet.
Sure, I know what you mean, bro. It's like it's interesting, bro. Like the way you described it right now. A lot of people talk about nature. Like, you know, when someone says nature, it's Mother Nature, right?
Yeah.
You know, like when I think about it, what you just said, it's like a mother's hug, you know, like it shields you from all like the fuckery that exists in the world, like all that bullshit that's out there, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, nature just sort of hugs you and says like everything's gonna be all right. You know? So like I understand where you're coming from with that,
Yeah,
man. And
man.
like
Yeah.
the few times, I always try, man. I try my best to like get out there maybe once or twice a year, check out random spots in North America. You know, just like feel out what the vibe is over there. This past year I was in Yosemite, in California.
Okay.
And man, just like being immersed in that nature, you know, like the stuff that's going around in your head, the stresses you have in life, you realize how little they actually mean once you're away from them.
100%.
And like, nature is just sort of like that detox.
Yeah.
It cleans you up, you know, all the filth that's inside of you, it starts coming out.
Yeah.
And like, you feel light again. It's nice.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
That's fascinating. Now that motivates me to like really enjoy it. You know, going home tomorrow. I'm going home tomorrow, so like, I'm gonna be back.
Really,
in
yeah.
nature.
I'm jealous, bro. I'm jealous.
Just like absorb that and just try to see something new, be somewhere different. You know, get my mind thinking a little different.
Yeah, I get that, bro.
You know?
In Mississauga, like I live in Mississauga right now,
Yeah.
but I'm from Brampton initially. But in Mississauga, the closest we got is like Credit View. It's like a decent river.
Mm-hmm.
I think it stems from like Lake Ontario or something, and it goes down Mississauga. The closest we have is that. It's like a little park in Mississauga. But you can still hear like 403, Highway 403, and like
for sure.
you just you can't feel what you feel in a place like Skoka, you know. It's dope.
That's what you gotta grow out there, bro. Like.
I know, I should definitely hit the man
you
up.
definitely need to hit him up, bro.
Yo, the man's in Australia right now or something, man. He's living his life, you know.
Yeah.
But when he's back, I'll definitely hit him up, man.
Yeah, I think the winter is less exciting. That way.
Yeah, I get that. I get
The
that.
winter hurts, bro. The winter hurts. It's actually like a little colder. There's more snow.
Yeah, I'm
There's
sure.
More snow. Yeah, it definitely hurts a little more. The summer's sick though.
Yeah.
The summer's sick, so I don't know, bro. I don't like the winter, man.
No, I get that, yo.
You know, I do, but like, it's just like, I don't know. It's just the shorter days, and it gets everyone.
It does,
It gets to everyone. The shorter days, man. The shorter days, just like, you know what I mean. It being 5 o'clock and being dark out.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
I'm feeling that right here in
trippy,
like
man. It's
in Waterloo,
trippy,
man.
Yeah.
Yo, that's the thing, man. I thought, being in Canada, it'd get easier by the year, the winters, but maybe I'm just being softer now. I don't know what it is, but like,
Yeah.
the winters are getting harder by the year for me. I
Bro,
think I'm
I
just
swear
becoming
it's getting-
softer.
I swear it's getting colder every year.
Yeah, it's weird, bro, because like, I always imagine when I was a kid, like, I didn't give a fuck when I was a kid. I wouldn't have a jacket on or
Me too,
anything.
Me too.
I would just like, I'd go out there and like, I'd start throwing snow up in there, throwing like snowballs at kids. My hands wouldn't get cold. My hands get so cold nowadays, yo.
Yeah.
I think it's just because I'm inside so much now, yo. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not used to the outside anymore.
Yeah. You'll notice like if you go out, it's super cold the first time you go out.
Right.
You know, but then if you like go inside and then you know go get a coffee or something like that, and you walk back out, it's like okay, it's a little more tolerable.
Right.
You know, so like that actually is a very valid point too.
I think that's the whole thing, yo. I think we just don't get exposed to it so much.
Yeah.
Yo, there's this whole like hippie movement going on now where like people are choosing to like not wear jackets and stuff, go out in like shirts and like kind of like acclimatize to the cold that exists. It can be like a therapeutic effect or something. I think there's some like research out there.
Yeah.
Have you heard of some Dutch dude named Wim Hof?
Of course.
Yeah, he's the guy who started this kind of trend.
I started thinking of that as soon as you mentioned
Yeah.
You know, Wim Hof, the Iceman.
Yeah, that's the guy.
He's tripping,
But
bro.
I saw the
That guy's
wackest
on
thing.
something, bro.
Yo, I saw the wackest thing a few days in Waterloo, man. I was walking to campus. I was by Second Cup.
Yeah.
And I was walking to campus and some dude's crossing like the street. And I see him, yo, it looks like he's going for an interview. He had like a dress shirt on and everything. He had like some nice jeans, crisp, like it looked like he just ironed them out. He had it rolled up and everything. And like I look and like something looked a little off about him. And I kept looking a little bit, bro. This man didn't have any shoes on. He had no shoes on, he had no socks. He's walking bare feet. It was raining that day. But he had a dress shirt on and he had like a nice like sweater over it, you know, like a sweater vest and everything. This man's going for the interview barefoot. And I'm like, yo, this man's definitely on that Wim Hof method right now, yo.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah.
But when was the last time I've heard Lewis Howes talk about this sometimes? It's like, when was the last time you just like have like let your feet just like touch like grass?
That's so
Just, like, the
so true,
ground,
man.
do you know what I mean? Just the ground, just like the, you know?
Yeah.
Because our evolution, you know, if you think about our evolution,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we're just, you know, we're so connected to the earth, right?
Yeah.
But like right now, bro, we're not connected to shit.
Oh,
Like,
yo, I told you, we got a lot of layers of insulation here.
yeah, we got a lot protecting us right
Yeah.
now, and it's all been man-made, you know.
Yeah, no,
So,
that's true, man.
Yeah.
Yo, it's interesting. Like in my home country, India, like you'll probably see nowadays too. Like there's a lot of like students from India and Conestoga College. Yo, you'll see these guys even in winters and stuff just wearing flip flops. Like I never understood how to do because my feet get really cold. But I think about it, I've been wearing socks my whole life, you know.
Yeah.
These guys are out here flip flops in like -5, -6, you know, like they don't care. Yo, I definitely feel like there's something about it, man. Like even Wim Hof, I was looking at the Joe Rogan podcast with him,
Yeah.
and he was talking about how like you should definitely just like take everything off your shoes and just go walk outside on grass and stuff, cause there's like, I mean this is sort of like bro science, I guess you could say. I don't have any like literature supporting it, but he says there's negative energy in your body, which, you know, like once you ground yourself through your feet, it gets sent back into the earth. So like, yo, there's a cleansing effect with just you touching your shoes, your bare feet on like grass. And like as much as I wanted to do it, I tried it one time, and I tried it in like the middle of fucking June, dude. I tried it in the middle of June. It was like 10 degrees. I put my feet on like wet grass in the morning, 6 a.m. in the morning with the dew, and I couldn't handle it. Like it just felt too awkward to me. Like my feet were too sensitive, and I just couldn't handle it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
I try it all the time. Like I always try it maybe just like 15 minutes wherever I go, like in nature.
Yeah.
I'll just take everything off like on my feet and just like walk. My feet are just so soft now.
Yeah.
I can't handle it no more. It's weird.
That's funny, bro. That's so funny. Nah, I can tell you the last time I walked bare feet somewhere.
Right? Yo, like just don't get
You
it.
know, it feels weird even like in the morning just walking around like my apartment barefoot.
Yeah,
Like, when am I
yeah.
gonna put on socks? You know?
Yeah. But like, yo, another thing I never really thought of, bro, it's like how we take dookies, you know? Like I don't know if you've ever, I mean this is stupid for me even like consciously thinking about this, but yo, we sit on a seat and we take a dookie.
Yeah.
But like, yo, whenever I go home, I've gone home, I've been like, you know, some places in like the East Asia.
Yeah.
I always see these dudes, they squat down as like low as they can, you know, like I guess shit stance you call it, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, yo, they're squatting down fully, but like it's so unnatural how we take dookies normally. And like, yo, like if you ever try it, it seems uncomfortable at first on your knees, but like, yo, it just slides right through, you know? I feel like we sort of augmented our like natural way of living a lot
For
with
sure
like
we
with
have.
technology and things like that.
Yeah.
And like,
That's fascinating.
yeah.
I know. It's like there's a million other examples we were probably not even like too aware of just because this is like how we've been living.
Right,
You know, we're
right,
just so used to it.
right.
That's interesting. So
Yeah,
you're from
man.
India, eh?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Born but not raised. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to say born and raised because the phrase, you know, but
Yeah.
yeah, just born.
So you're just born. How long were you actually in India for?
Yeah, I came here when I was in what, 99, I think. I was 1.5 years old. So yeah, 99. I came in April.
Okay.
So yo, I think I want to say I was speaking by then. Like I was speaking mainly Punjabi, which is my home language, but
Brampton too.
yeah, man, you know,
Brampton
straight out of
too,
B
bro.
Town, you know.
That's interesting. I worked with a DJ from Brampton for a little bit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's dope, man.
Yeah, it was definitely very important for like my evolution in this business. You know, that period of time I went to Brampton back to back to back.
Yeah.
Weekends in school, you know.
Yeah.
I went to Montreal the one time. Yo, you know I Am Bohemia? You know Bohemia?
Yeah.
Bro, I made a video for Bohemia.
What?
Bro, this
Yeah,
shit
see,
was-
swear, dude, that's so sick.
Bro,
Bro.
I met him, bro. I made a video for him, like, while performing. You know what I mean? I went on stage with him.
Bro, I didn't even know this man was Canadian until you fucking said that. I thought he was from UK or some shit, bro.
Bohemia?
Yeah.
I don't know where he's from.
Bro, that's sick. You made a video with the man, eh?
Yeah, I know that's like the Punjabi superstar. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
people,
yeah.
People like, I was like some white kid too.
Yo,
Kid
but
from
like-
Muskoka, bro.
Yo,
that, like
you-
made a video for this Punjabi superstar. It was weird, bro.
Yo, you're really out here though,
That
eh?
shit was weird,
This
bro.
man's out here like
I was really
getting enriched with the multiculturalism.
Yeah, no, bro. I was back at his hotel. You know what I mean? We smoked a joint, bro.
Okay.
It was like,
Nice, dude.
bro hit a dab.
It's jokes,
It was
man.
actually jokes, man. It was actually jokes. He had like a superstar vibe, but he was super humble too, which I really appreciated.
Yo, that's what I appreciate the most, man.
Yeah, bro. That shit was trippy, man.
That's dope, man.
Trippy. Because the DJ I was working with was
Oh, he
was
knew it.
DJing the set for him at that particular time.
That's
He's like,
sick,
yo, I got a videographer, and I was like, boom, walked out with him and everything.
Right on,
bro.
right on.
Like you were trying to grab him and shit.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah, the shit, the thing I think just ran out of battery, so
Oh shit.
ran out of battery, bro.
Oh, that's so rough, man.
It's all good.
Is it like double
We'll
A's?
take a break. A little break. I like the mic. I'm gonna get another mic. I'm gonna get another mic and mic stand.
Oh, for like the audience.
Yeah.
The guests.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Man.
Get
What's that
like
one right there?
an Apex 747.
That's not right.
It was sick, bro. I was in Long McQuaid and I saw it. I was like, that shit's nice. You know what I mean? I bought that before I bought this though, because I knew I could. My first podcast was just on that, and I didn't have the mic. And then I was like, yo, I want to get the mic.
Yeah.
You know, I need the mic. And then the mic's just like, bro, the mic's just an energy, bro.
It feels dope, bro, when like you have something to like lean into. Talk.
Yeah.
It makes you feel kind of nasty.
Yeah, it does, bro. It changes things, especially if you're recording it. It's just like, I don't know. It changes the whole energy.
Sure, yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
But yo, we're talking about.
We're talking about Bohemia.
Yeah, we're talking about Bohemia, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Yo, in between, I guess I gotta like catch up the audience or something. But yo, we were talking about like ego deaths.
Yeah.
Yo, so like I don't know if I told you, I used to be in computer engineering before this. Before kin, and like yo, I went into it thinking that yo, you know, it's gonna be sick. I'm gonna make a lot of money. I'll be chilling. And I mean, like to a certain degree, that is what was happening.
Yeah,
I was making a
yeah.
decent amount, like during my co-ops and
Yeah.
stuff. But yo, it just didn't feel right, you know. Like
Interesting.
it's like a lot of people chase that, you know. They chase the guap, you know. That like it's gonna end up making them feel okay. It's gonna make them feel alright.
Chase the success.
Yo,
This
but, like,
this perceived success.
yeah, but yo,
Yeah.
there's at the end of the day, there's no end to it, you know.
There's no end.
Man, but like a lot of what we were talking about, a lot of like the kush, you know, like shrooms I know a lot of people don't advocate for it. I personally don't advocate for like repeated use of it too, but every
Yeah.
now and then
Yeah, yeah.
it's a great wake up call to
Yeah,
see
it
like
is.
if
It
you've sort
is.
of gotten trapped into something, if you've gotten trapped into like chasing your own tail, you know.
Yeah.
Um, it's great and like yo, like I ended up I ended up doing a little bit and like yo, I realized that what I'm doing is not making me happy. I have this like I don't know what you call it. I have this condition, I guess you could say, where like the left half of my body gets like a little bit weak. It's kind of like stroke like symptoms, um, where like one side of your body you just can't use as much.
Really?
And you know it was weird. It started happening more and more as I was in engineering. Like I started using my right side way more than my left side. There's a lot of compensation happening. And yo, like when I would smoke up, essentially, I would notice this. I would notice like my hand sitting like this, and I'm doing everything like this. You know, like I would notice it, and I consciously
That's
started moving it
crazy.
around a little bit more.
Yeah.
And like I would notice that, you know, I got like my body's jacked up a little bit on one side, and I'm not really using the other side more. And you know, like my physical health, that's one thing, of course, but my mental health too, where like I'd be really upset over small things. You know, like I would let a lot of things really like become obstacles to me when like they're not really doing anything to me.
Yeah.
In reality, like it would trample me a lot. And like yo, I started waking up to a lot of this stuff. And I don't necessarily advocate for smoking up all the time and just like blasting yourself off with shrooms, but it was a great wake up call for me and like
Yeah. Is your left side? What's your left side like right now?
yo, it's chilling, man. Like,
I know that's
yo,
kind of funny still, but like,
my boy cup is like Everlast squeezy things, right?
yeah,
It's like boxers use it or something to like strengthen their grip.
yeah,
I'm like, yo, it's coming in nice on my right side, but yo, my left side's coming in nice too now. You know, like I've just been squeezing up
dope,
both sides.
dope.
You know, like my left side's catching up to
Have
my
you
right.
so like did you have you like figured out like what was going on,
Yo,
or
okay, so
you
like,
just like
yo,
became aware of it?
this is my hypothesis, right?
Yeah.
I gamed a lot as a kid. I gamed a lot.
Yo,
And,
what'd
like,
you play?
yo, I played a lot of League of Legends.
Yeah.
I fucking love League of Legends.
Respect.
But
You ever play COD? COD?
dude, yo, console, obviously, yo.
Yo,
So like,
MW2?
yo, trust.
Yo,
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 trust me when I
bro.
say that took over my life.
Trust me when I say that took over my life, too. Bro, I was sick at
Yeah.
MW2, bro.
Right
I
on,
was
man.
sick, bro. Bro, I was trick shotting. I was in clans,
you
bro.
did?
I was editing.
Yo,
You
that's
know what I
dope,
mean? I was
bro.
clan hopping, bro. I was disgusting with like I was disgusting quick scopes and stuff like that. Like, bro, no lie, bro. Like I kind of want to get the new COD just to like fuck around and just like go back to that childhood, but like bro, that's how I learned how to like edit a little bit. And like, bro,
Oh, yo, the montages, that makes sense. How you
yeah,
get to it, bro.
yeah. Bro, it was montages still. And I had an HD, I had like a PVR, so I was recording myself gaming and stuff like that. Bro, I landed some of the most disgusting trick shots. Like, yeah, bro, this shit was disgusting, man.
Yo, I'm
It's
like,
a
I
huge
feel
part of
you
me,
150%,
yeah.
man. I was out here, man. Like it started off with just like like random sniper games, and all of a sudden I was like search and destroy straight up to straight trick shots. I mean, I don't know.
Were you on the trick shots
Trust
too?
me, bro. Like yo, like
That's so, bro, getting in lobbies with like your boys and stuff like
yeah,
that. Bro, the clans too, the clans, and just like trying to level up in the YouTube world, because the YouTube world was a big part of it, and just like FaZe Clan, Dare Clan era, all these clans like Soar.
I used to do it a lot, right? Like I used to love trick shot and stuff. I had a boy of mine, Abhinav. We used to quick scope and shit all the time. But yeah, this man like ported over to Xbox. And I'm like, why would you do that?
Bro, I was on
You
Xbox.
snaked me. But like I understand why, because like the whole like scene was happening on Xbox.
Yeah, it really was,
It really
bro.
on PS3.
Yeah.
And like it was because of him that I sort of stopped. But
Yeah.
like trust me when I say this, that Call of Duty took over my life.
Bro, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
It took over my life too.
But yo, these games, I noticed I was using my right side a lot more. Like even when you're quick
That's
scoping shit,
crazy,
like,
bro.
My right side more, you know.
Yo, did you ever adapt like the claw?
Yeah, the claw was hard for me, yo.
Yeah.
My boy was sick at it because like you
Sick.
like,
You
index finger
use your
press everything, right?
yeah, you use your index finger for double tapping Y, so that you can like pistol switch while spinning.
Yo, I'm sure like if anyone else is out here listening, like the fuck
Yeah, but yo, people that used to play MW2, man, like just trust, man. That shit was such an energy, bro. I
Trust.
miss it. I miss it, man.
Yeah.
I miss it.
Yeah.
I had to quit though. I had to quit.
Yo,
It was a
I'll tell
big
you this though.
realization I
Yo,
had.
don't cop the new Modern Warfare, man. It's exactly like MW2 to me, and like I'm hooked on it, man.
Yeah.
I'm on it, man. Like yo, my
Been playing it?
I'm playing on my boy's PS4. He rooms with me, man. Whenever I get a chance, I'm on it. I skip class to play that shit and stuff, man. But like yo, I'm so happy this man took it back to Saga, so I can't use it right now.
Yeah.
I was thinking of buying a PS4 just for Modern Warfare, yo, because it's so fucking fun. But I'm telling you,
I
it's
hear a
worth
lot
it,
of good
bro.
things about it still. Yo, I just want them to make the MW2 again. I just want MW2 again, bro.
Yo, if they did like without a doubt, I'd cop it again.
Yeah.
Like, I know it would be the
Like
wrong
just
decision
make
because
a make a remastered MW2, bro.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
it'll be a part of my content, bro. It'll be
yeah.
bro, ALX shoots will be on that, like, you know. I'm still shooting, bro. I'm still shooting, you know what I mean?
You know, that's the interesting thing, bro. Like a lot of games now, like Activision, has switched over a lot to Apex. You know, you got Fortnite and all that stuff.
Yeah,
You got a lot
I
of these
never
battle royale games, but yo, Modern Warfare is somehow still up there. You know, like they came back. They had a lot of flops before that,
they
but
did.
Modern Warfare is back at it again, yo.
Yeah, bro. If they remastered MW2, it couldn't.
It could be.
I feel like that would be like just like a shift in reality
Yeah.
for like the world. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, bro,
Yo,
just like the
would you consider MW2 to be your favorite COD?
oh, it's not even close. It's not even close, bro. I was still playing when like MW3 came out. You know, Black Ops was out. I got on MW2 when Black Ops was out,
Okay, yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because the scene was just so big still.
yeah.
MW3 came out. MW3 was cool for a little
Yo,
bit. You know what I mean? We did our thing
they
on it.
killed quick scoping in Black Ops, man.
I
Cheated
know,
so much.
bro. That was the dumbest thing they could have done.
Yeah.
So dumb. That shit's so dumb, bro.
Honestly, man.
Yeah, just like and like the thing about MW2 is just like the aesthetics of it.
Yeah.
The aesthetics of the intervention.
Oh my god, don't even get me started.
Bro, like bro, when I play like any other COD, like I just like can't enjoy the first person like experience with like another sniper.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is,
I get
bro.
that, yeah.
Just the way the intervention moved, you know?
Yo, it
Just
felt
like the double tap,
it felt like it was a part of you,
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
you feel like as if it's an extension of yourself.
Yeah.
Like yo, people. I used to see some people.
I'm so glad we're having this conversation right now.
Yeah.
Bro, MW2 is so sick, bro.
Yo, honestly, if anyone doesn't know it, man, like, yeah, get on that shit if you haven't already.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a big part of that, and honestly, that's how I knew. That's how I knew that like I could edit and put together videos, you know, because I had a little experience that way.
Yeah.
Biggest mistake I've ever made, one of them. Huge mistake, bro, in my life. I'm saying it right now, and it haunts me, bro. It haunts me, bro. I deleted my YouTube channel with like all my like montages, my trick shots, bro, my you know what I mean, my edits.
Why?
Bro,
If you
I
don't mind me
delete.
asking?
So I had a big realization that like, bro, I was fat. You know what I mean, bro? I was fat as fuck, bro. I was fat.
Yeah, I get that.
I was just gaming out every single day like it was my life.
Yeah.
It was my life.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm such an all or none type of dude, you know? I was like, if I'm quitting, I'm quitting. I'm out,
Sure. Yeah, I get that.
you know?
Yeah.
And I was just like that, and that's what happened. Like I quit, and like I didn't want any kind of like in that moment. I was just like, I can't have any of this, you know. I don't know. It's weird to look back on, but it was just like this like new like I really like just like changed my identity completely,
Yeah.
you know, and that's how I treated it.
Sure, man.
It's like I can't fully change my identity without deleting this content.
I get that, man. But yo, this sort of goes back to the conversation we were having about like regrets, right?
Yeah.
I mean, let's say you decided not to delete that. You know, who the fuck knows where you would
I
have
could have went
today?
for sure, for
Like, yo,
sure,
You
100%,
might
bro.
have still been in it,
Yeah,
thick in it. You know, like
yeah,
just doing shit montages. Who knows where you would have been? But yo, like who you are right now, the amazing things you're doing right now. You know, like these podcasts
it's
you're
an
making.
extension.
You
It's
know,
an extension.
you meeting you.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I'm personally grateful for I'm on a fucking podcast, but I feel hyped.
Yeah.
You know, like
It's
all
lit.
this stuff
It's
never
lit.
would
The
have happened.
podcast is lit right now,
It never
bro.
would have happened if you didn't delete your YouTube account.
Bro, it's a fact, bro. So like I said, I was overweight, bro.
Yeah.
I was overweight. I was unhealthy. I was an unhealthy dude, and that was like the biggest wake up call. You know what I mean? I wasn't playing hockey though. I was into hockey too. I wasn't making the teams that I should. You know, I wasn't performing well. You know what I mean? So I just quit all that shit, bro. I started putting all my energy into just school and my fitness, and then that's what got my grades up. That's what made me want to take kinesiology. That's what led me to University of Waterloo.
That's awesome.
Like if you look back on it, you know what I mean? It was like that sequence, right? So yeah, you know, things do happen for a reason, for sure. Like that, just like and it's just like knowing that shit too, you know, just like no, I have that on my shoulders. It's like I remember some of those montages, and it's just like that's just for me. It's just for me, you know. And it's cool too, because it's like what I'm doing right now is I'm creating like a real version of that, you know, with my music videos and like this like new library I'm building, these podcasts, these experiences, you know. It's like we're you know, it's just an extension. It's an extension off of that movement, really, because I know it was possible, bro. Like I saw what was possible with just like getting really good at something and like leveling up and like, you know what I mean, making noise, bro. You know what I mean, like hitting trick shots, joining clans, you know what I mean, being a lead editor for a clan, just like, and just leveling up clans, you know what I mean, just communicating online, you know, doing these matches, just like performing under pressure, just leveling up. I saw what was possible on a micro scale at that time, you know. So it's just like, that's why it's like, it's just build our own thing, build your own building, you know. Sure, man, yeah. build my own building out here, you know what I mean, bro. Yeah, man, it's grateful. I'm grateful.
Yo,
I'm giving thanks. I give thanks to God, bro. Back to the Glenn podcast. It's just like we're not like, I'm not trying to stroke my ego here.
Sure.
You know what I mean? This is all a gift. This is all a gift. Like me being in the position, bro, like I was broke trying to do this, you know. I really went through that struggle. I went through the struggle with this. You know what I mean? I was broke, bro. You know what I mean? I'm taking an unconventional route early in university. People are getting co-ops. I said nah, you know. I was in co-op, you know what I mean? But I said nah, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna bet on myself. Start shooting videos, bro. Like I was like, I got no money, you know. Yeah. Somehow I managed, bro, just to like keep my head above water, get a job. You know what I mean? Get a job and then still be able to do what I got to do, and just like keep the progression moving, keep the momentum moving, keep feeding the machine I'm trying to build, you know. But like, yeah, man, I was broke. Like I was to the DJ when I was working with the DJ, bro. Like I just like I had no control. You know, it's like I had a camera, but like, you know, I needed, yeah, I'm so grateful for it too. And like, shout out, bro, like it's DJ Prince, like he treated me well still. But like,
wait, hold on, quick segue.
Yeah.
DJ Prince, what's Prince's last name?
I don't know.
Bro, I fucking know DJ Prince.
You know DJ Prince?
Yeah, you went to my school.
Yo, it's the same dude. Same dude, DJ Prince.
Oh, shit.
That's trippy, eh? Yeah, probably the one dude that's made the most noise in like the DJ scene.
Yo, yeah.
Right?
I feel like we're talking about the same person. Right?
You seen, like, if you've seen a couple of his videos, they're probably mine that I made for him. Like any of like the dope ones, like they're him in Montreal, him in Toronto. You know what I mean? We were just traveling. I was just betting on myself, bro. Like I was outside my comfort zone, like, you know. I'm outside my comfort zone, bro. Like I'm just like a young kid from Muskoka, just like, you know, just like going down this weird kind of path. I got no money, like, you know, just like a bunch of like crazy like experiences and just lessons, bro. And yeah, man, and it just comes back to this, like, it's like now, bro, like I was in the position to get this get this recorder, get this mic, you know what I mean? Just be willing to, you know, like have the resources to do that, be able to get the nice lens and nice camera you noticed and stuff like that, and just like, you know, it's just like, it's trippy, bro. It's trippy how like,
honestly, man, like it goes back to it, like, this is something which people throw out all the time, man. Where there's a will, there's a way. You know, like it's one of the most like overused catchphrases, you guess you could say, but man, it's really amazing. Like the human mind is so powerful, man. Like regardless of where you are, what circumstances you're in, man. Like if you truly do something with love, man,
yeah,
like the whole universe will work in your favor.
yeah,
That's just how it is. And like you can
yeah,
say there's something like beautiful about it, but there's something so simple about it too, man.
yeah.
Like
It is simple,
if you really
bro.
want something, man, it'll come to you.
It is simple, and it'll come to you when you're actually ready for it too.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah, man. And
it's like you hear that about money too. You know, it's like, yo,
that's right.
I need money, bro. I need money, but it's like the money's not coming. The money, you're not ready for that money.
That's right.
You know,
That's
the
right.
money will come when you're ready, bro.
That's right. And like I feel like, man, a lot of people are sort of at a disconnect with like the life that they're in right now and the life that they want. A lot of people want what they don't necessarily have coming to them,
Yeah,
and that's why they're just sort of upset with where they are in life. But yo, if you can truly appreciate where you are, you truly appreciate what you're doing at the end of the day, you're loving what you're doing at the end of the day, man, the whole universe is gonna work for you.
yeah,
That's just how it is.
yeah,
And
yeah, bro.
it's kind of hard to realize, you know, like you and me being humans, you know, we make these mistakes all the time. We have these, again, like we have regrets. We have like things we're unhappy with. But yo, like if you can see where you are, where you've gone till now, it's a blessing, man. Like
Yeah,
wherever you've gone
yeah,
till.
yeah, definitely. Sometimes it's just hard to smell those roses.
Right.
It's hard to smell those roses when you're just so in it, you know. One thing I gotta work on, you know, just like just smelling the roses, like we're here, you know what I mean? We got Alx Official Podcast, you know, I got the bro, you know what I mean? We're developing a sick relationship that I know it's gonna last moving forward, and it's just like providing value to people, you know what I mean? The intention's good, you know, it's just the evolution, bro. The evolution, things come when you're ready. I like that.
Yo,
I'm
what were
feeling
you saying?
this.
Like I remember you saying about your last podcast about like having like podcast turned from an interview to a conversation.
Yeah, bro.
I
It was something. It was something different about this last podcast where, bro, I was just sitting there with these two guys. You know what I mean? We filmed it last night, and like the energy just shifted for me at some point where it was just like, I don't know, because it goes back to like what we were saying off camera, where you're like, it's like I fight a lot of demons. You know what I mean? I'm fighting a lot of demons in order to do this. You know what I mean? People's opinions, recording it, doing that, putting myself out there, you know what I mean, being a podcast host.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I'm fighting that perception in my mind of my lower self, saying my self-doubt, you know what I mean, my lower self trying to take control, right?
Right.
And it was sick, bro. Last night I was just sitting there, you know what I mean, and at some point it just shifted from it being an interview, you know what I mean, to where I was like, I really felt like I had to put on this kind of, you know, podcast host kind of, fill these kind of shoes, you know what I mean, these podcast host shoes, to where it's just like, bro, this is just a conversation, like it's just chill, man. It's just like we're just chilling, like there's no pressure, you know. And it's like they're having fun, the conversation's interesting, and like, and it's just a documentary of like, of a time, and like we're just creating a moment, you know, and we're just creating creating an environment, you know.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I guess like a good analogy to that would be like, yo, I mean, so it's like what you've described so far is just like, yo, you being in the moment, you know, you enjoying what's happening right now. You guys aren't really trying to get anywhere, you know, like yo, you're not trying to ask these questions for a certain answer or something like that, or like you're not trying to entertain anyone.
Exactly.
Yo,
Exactly.
Yo, analogy to that
The entertain, I think, was like some friction for me. I was like, yo, I have to entertain.
Right.
I have to entertain, but I don't have to entertain shit.
Yeah.
Remember that.
No, for sure, man. And like, yo, it goes back to it, right? Like, for example, like, yo, a lot of guys struggle with, yo, what do I say on first date, man? Like, what questions do I ask? But yo, like, what they forget is like, yo, you're just trying to get to know a person at the end of the day, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
They have these like outcomes, they have these expectations that come out of a scenario, and that's what sort of hinders them. But yo, if you could truly immerse yourself into like that first date or something, if you could get to know the person, have a conversation with that girl that's in front of you, man, like you wouldn't feel so nervous anymore. You
mhm,
wouldn't expect anything out of it. Like
mhm,
you're genuinely getting to know another soul. You
yeah,
want to see what, like, you're just talking, you're learning at the end of the day. And I think once you can start treating almost every single scenario as a learning, as like a learning process, it becomes something beautiful because like yo, at the end of the day, you're just trying to you're trying to come into something and take something away from it. You know, it doesn't matter where it goes. It doesn't matter who you impress, who you don't impress, but you have come out a changed man. And like that's really what the beauty of life is, man. Every moment we're changing, and if you could just let that sort of flow through you, if you could really enjoy what's happening around you and how it's affecting you, then yo, like every moment of life is ecstasy.
yeah.
You know,
I
it's
like that. I like that. I think where I really just related to that right now was just this like going in with a expected outcome
right.
is super just like dissatisfying
Yeah, man.
in the long
It's
run.
toxic as
It's just
fuck.
like it is kind of toxic. It is. It's just like yeah, man. Yeah, man. Because then when it's anything less or anything different, it's not, and it doesn't meet what you had in your mind.
Right.
That's where you get that kind of like you just trip yourself up a little bit,
That's it, bro. Yo,
Yeah.
you described it very well, man. I mean, expectations at the end of the day are like, it's like a certain scenario you've put for yourself in your head. And if you overshoot that in any way, you go above or beyond, there's dissatisfaction. But what
Yeah.
if, like, yo, that line didn't exist? Regardless of where you go, man, like, you're just going, you know?
Yeah.
It's just that journey at the end of the day, that, like, getting lost, which is the fun of it.
Yeah, the process. The
Yeah.
process.
Yeah, exactly what we were talking about
We
before, man.
come it comes back, bro. All these things are just so like connected.
Real shit, man.
You
Real
know what I
shit.
mean? It's just like a web,
Yeah, yeah, man.
you know?
And like, yo, a lot of people like this is honestly what I've sort of started to see more and more as like when people talk about God, man,
Yeah.
that universal truth. Like we always end up seeing the same parallels in every single in every single scenario we see in life. You know, like it's the same sort of rules which are applied to it, which make you ideally live in those scenarios. And like I guess you could relate that back to like the word of God. You know. Um, I'm not like I'm saying this in a complete secular way.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no
yeah.
religion, nothing.
You got no you
Sorry about
religious?
that. I
You
want to say
religious?
I don't want to say I'm religious, bro. Like I don't necessarily like favor one religion over another, but I really appreciate what every religion has to say about this universe, man.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. You're like super
whether
open just to like listening.
100%, man.
Yeah,
Yo,
I'm like
I'm
that.
actually
I'm like that too, man. I like listening and recently I've been trying to just expose myself to more, you know, religious information and like there's been I've had many just kind of signs and just like, encounters,
sure, man.
that have just been so obvious to me, but
Yeah, yeah,
it's just so obvious and it's just like yeah, so I don't know, I'll go to church here and there. I go to church like it's like I don't know, whenever I go to church it's just like the like I've been to church probably like three times like this past like you know what I mean, like couple semesters or so. Like actually being in Waterloo, which is like is kind of I don't know, it's like it's not like I would go to church on a Sunday. It's not something I really think about.
right.
But like if there's like if us it's kind of like our how we connected, you know what I mean? If I were to connect with someone else like that
Yeah,
and like they happen to like want to like take me to church, like I'll go,
sure.
you
I
know?
get that, bro. Yo, honestly, man, that's the thing. So, I mean, I was born and raised Sikh. Um, like yo, my whole life, you know, it's sort of been those values which the like, Guru Granth Sahib, which is like our Bible, I guess you could say. That's what's been like instilled into me. It's been like pounded into me. I never understood why, but yo, like um, a lot of times, man, I never understood why, and that's why I would sort of run away from it because like yo, my parents and stuff, they were sort of forcing something at me, and I never understood why. I don't think they understood why they were telling me these things too. and that's why I was sort of annoyed a bit. But yo, like recently, my boy Glenn, yo Glenn, if you're listening,
Shout out Glenn,
yo,
man.
I
Shout
love you,
out
man.
Glenn, bro. And for the people listening that haven't gone and listened to the Glenn Geese podcast, go listen to it. It's number 3. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put the link in the bio.
Guys,
I think that podcast will actually that podcast, the information we were sharing and like bro got into his flow state, man. He was in his flow state.
yeah,
You know, he was just like, bro, and he said this to me afterwards because we've connected multiple times since, you know what I mean, and had multiple incredible conversations where we both laugh about it. It's like, man, we should have recorded this. You know what I mean?
yo,
Like,
that's the thing, man.
yeah. And he said after that conversation, he's like, he was just like, he was tripped out by it. He's like, wow, like we really just kind of brought together all these ideas and concepts and thoughts and realizations, and just we were able just to articulate it.
Right.
He was able to articulate it very, very well in that interview. So like, bro, I'm so grateful that like we got that interview, that podcast. You know what I mean? Shout out Glenn. Shout out
Yo, you're
Glenn.
actually a very conscious man. Like you actually roll a lot of my life. But yo, this man
Yeah, bro.
definitely gave me a whole new perspective on like the Christian faith.
I love the fact that you met him, bro. I love the fact that you
Yo,
like
he's such
you
a
said
cool
hi
man,
to him,
man.
bro.
Yo, like it's amazing. He stands there whether it's hot or it's cold.
Bro,
And
he's
he,
there,
he
bro.
doesn't say anything to anyone. He doesn't preach nothing, bro.
He's just there.
All he
Man.
does
He's
is
just
like,
there.
he's there, bro.
Oh man, it actually, bro, that shit actually makes that makes my heart happy. Like he's just there, bro. He's just there, man. Bro, he's like sacrificed to be there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like it's incredible, man.
He's savage with it too, man. Like yo, he
Yeah.
got some conviction. Whether it's hot or yo, I've seen this man in like blistering cold with some dirty winds. Like it's making tears come out of my eyes. That kind of cold, you know. He's
Yeah.
standing out there without gloves, holding his like little pile of papers. And I'm like, how is he doing that? You know?
Yeah.
But it's great, man. He's just out there. He's trying to give someone a completely different perspective on life. And like yo, it worked, man. Like this man gave me a
It
completely
worked.
different perspective.
It worked.
It's amazing. I'm gonna go to church next week. I've been to church a few times already with some other friends.
Yeah. We gotta go to church together one time.
Dude, let's fucking go.
Yeah, we will. We will.
I'm
We
down.
will. We will.
I'm headed to Vancouver on the 31st.
Yeah.
If you want, man, like we can definitely try before that.
It's probably gonna be a 2020 thing.
Yeah.
2020. You're here next semester?
Yeah.
In Waterloo next
I'm not here
semester?
next semester, man. I'm in
Fuck,
Medicine.
eh?